A re-energized Tennessee Titans team takes on the Green Bay Packers today, a week after moving on from 5 defensive starters. There is a big rebuild ahead of us, but this Titans team is coming off a week in which they played their best all season. Even after moving on from those defensive players, the secondary battled against Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars, scoring 2 pick sixes with Caleb Farley, and registering not 2, not 3, but 4 interceptions, including second-year player John Barrett making his first career start at safety. 37-17 was the final against the top dogs in the AFC South. Caleb Farley's 174 interception yards make him one of the top receivers of last week. He and Christian Fulton put on a show, and the more we can emphasize those two abilities, the more of a chance our defense has. They make everything so much easier. It makes you wonder, though, if it couldn't happen in the first 7 games of the year, will it continue now against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers? Their most notable acquisition in this franchise has been tight end Eric Steinbach, a very productive third-round pick they had a couple years ago. Still haven't gotten Aaron Rodgers a first-round pass catcher, but he's producing very well. The Packers have a good defense, but a notable departure in Rashawn Gary joining us in the offseason. Green Bay also has an interesting situation on their roster because they drafted a first-round quarterback 2 years ago all over again in Nathan Stein. After Jordan Love was drafted, Rodgers played his best football. They're back at it once again, and Nathan Stein could be their starting quarterback as early as next season. But when will Aaron Rodgers retire? It's a question asked every offseason. Let's get underway. Game 9 of the year, and the Titans are up first on offense with Rashad Polite on the return. Angling inside and gets taken down shy of the 20-yard line. Here comes the offense led by Malik Willis, who didn't have to do a whole lot of passing last week, but the Titans did not turn the football over while collecting 4 interceptions plus a fumble. Starting on the ground, Kenny Clark's in the backfield, and Henry gets away, but still is brought down for a loss. Leonard Rouse, the fullback, is in the game, and Willis back to pass, dumps it complete, and it's Kendrick Bourne with the ball knocked out, and Green Bay scoops it up. It is Devondre Campbell. Just a simple crossing pattern, but Bourne gets hit by 3 Packers, including Campbell, who emerges with the football and gives it to that man right there. In the offseason, Rodgers spent 3 weeks in Antarctica deciding on if he would play this year, gives it to Aaron Jones, and that is a quick strike score for Green Bay. Didn't take long. And we know what happens to this team when turnovers become an issue. You already got 1 today. 2 plays in. Handoff, Derrick Henry, big hole, across the 40 and taken down after a big run out towards the 50-yard line. Tennessee's got to learn to take a few punches, though, and get back up. Second down, and Willis will throw. Complete to Traylon Burks, and that's good for a first down. The pass game was simple last week. I like what they're doing there. Counter for Henry, takes it left, bounces off 1, and gets met by Devondre Campbell, a gain of 8. Rashad Polite's in the game as a receiver, and this is a handoff. Henry getting the first down. Trying to play with tempo now. Rouse in motion, Henry left side, falling ahead towards the 20, and he gets 6. Just outside the red zone now. Faking it 2 ways, rolling to the right, wide open is Henry. Caught inside the 10. Tennessee getting creative. It doesn't all have to be simple concepts. They have it goal to go. 2 tight ends in the game. Straight ahead, the battering ram Henry takes it to the 4. Again, Burks and Bourne are the 2 receivers with Willis back to pass, and he's taken down for the sack by Kenny Clark. Decided to run left, and that was clearly not the right option. Brings up third down for Tennessee. Here comes pressure. Willis is hit, and the pass falls incomplete. 4th down, Tennessee. They get a field goal on the board. At least something after falling down 7-0 is nice. And now Green Bay has more of a full field to work with. And Rodgers starts in the air. And a quick completion to the tight end, Steinbach. The fullback on the field for Green Bay. Rodgers on second down, right on time to Allen Lazard for the first down. Now they spread the defense out. Empty on second down. Pressured from Gary, and Rodgers throws it away. Tennessee forces the long third down. Showing pressure, they'll bring 4. Pass up the seam is caught by Steinbach, and Rodgers saw that immediately. First down, Packers to the 37 of Tennessee. They'll bring down the safety, John Barrett, as Jones gets the carry and is spun down by Monty Rice. Not much. They played well against the run last week. We'll see if it happens for a second straight game. Rodgers has Jones wide open, inside the 20, and taken down by Rice. Looks like Aleem McNeil, one of the newest Titans, is shaken up. But that was like 10 yards of separation he just got versus Christian Kirksey. It's out quick and complete to Steinbach, covered by John Barrett. 8 more for Green Bay, they're 5 yards out. Throwing back in the end zone, and wide open is Christian Watson. Tennessee tried to bring pressure, but when there has been an opening, Rodgers has seen it immediately. The secondary's not looking so dominant this week, and it's 14-3 here in the first. Offense trying to settle things down. Offset pistol look for Willis, and he'll float it out to Derrick Henry. He gets the first down and is taken down by Jair Alexander after a 14-yard reception. Byron Bentley continues to play as the third receiver. And here goes Willis with a block from Bourne and Sexton. Deep into the secondary, and Willis shoved out at the Green Bay 24. Another big run. He broke the quarterback single-game rushing record against them his rookie season. And now Henry going downhill, and he shrugs off contact like nobody's there and brings it down to the 13. Second straight red zone trip for Tennessee, and it's Henry. Stacked up this time, not much. They've got to find ways to make more happen through the air. Third down, pressure on Willis, and they got to him. He is sacked by O'Shane Ximenez. Tennessee tacks on a second field goal, but Green Bay up by 8 with their 2 touchdowns. Rodgers, sideline money. That ball's out on time, every time. And he has not let the Titans get away with much defensively. That's out quick. Caught by Braxton Berrios. Gain of 7. Tennessee overwhelmed Trevor Lawrence last week, and Rodgers is a completely different challenge as he finds Berrios again and moves the 10 of 11 through the air. 10 minutes to go in the second as Jones runs inside, and Tennessee struggles to bring him down. He gains 11. Green Bay moving the football very effectively. Off-play action. On time again for Lazard. I mean, this chemistry they've developed is impressive. Second down from the 17-yard line. Rodgers up top, and this one's knocked away by Fulton. Better coverage that time. And now hoping for a third down stop. 4-man rush. Rodgers pressured. Gary gives chase, and he throws it away. It's not much, but Tennessee at least prevents a touchdown, but are now down 17-6. Tennessee trying to play catch-up here. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Willis gets hit, puts the ball on the ground, and it's scooped up by Campbell. He'll walk it in for a touchdown. Green Bay had the option covered perfectly, and Willis puts it on the ground, leading to another score. 24-6. They'll throw it out to Byron Bentley for a quick couple of yards. But as we saw things snowball in the Titans' favor last week, it's the exact opposite here today. Willis scrambles out to his left and takes it up the numbers across midfield, continuing to get big gains against this Green Bay defense. 3rd and 8. What's the plan here for Tennessee? 4 on the rush. Willis has plenty of time and heaves it out of bounds at Leonard Rouse. Had Sal Sexton open. It's a failed drive again for Tennessee. Rodgers will take over. at his own 20. Stepping up, he has room to run and still has some speed left. Nearing 40 years old, he gains 10. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Wide open is Steinbach. Taken down near midfield. I mean, the coverage just couldn't be any more different than it was a week ago. Rodgers fakes again and throws it off the mark in the direction of Christian Watson. Can Tennessee finally keep them from scoring? Jones takes it right, and there's nobody home for Tennessee as he gets 10 more and a Green Bay first down. They haven't ran it much, but they've ran it really well. Jones cuts it back. Meets John Barrett, but gets 7 more. Around 2 minutes to go in the first half. Rodgers out quick to Aaron Jones, first down. Yeah, they are highlighting all the weaknesses in this defense. They're catching them in zone where the middle's going to be open. Safeties and linebackers aren't the best in coverage. And Jones will keep his balance, getting first down yardage again. We don't really have anybody who can take away Aaron Jones in the passing game. 17 yards away. That's out to Berrios. Close to a first down. And it looks like Aleem McNeil, he's hurt for the second time today. Left the game earlier. Off the field now for 3rd and inches. Rodgers will keep it in the air, converting to Lazard. It's a short gain. Clock keeps moving as Green Bay is 4 yards away. That's out quick for the touchdown. It's Braxton Berrios. Not only is Rodgers getting this ball out quick nearly every time, but these receivers are so open. Man, zone, they don't have an answer today. And they're down by 25 here late in the first half. Where do you even go from here if you're Tennessee? Willis decides to go to Byron Bentley, and a flag is down, with Willis hit after he threw it, and that will be roughing the passer on Green Bay. 44 seconds to go in the first half. And Willis protected. He finds Bentley open again. He's showing more and more he can be a reliable playmaker. 38 yards out now for Willis. Scanning the field, finding Bourne at the 25. It's caught for a first. And Tennessee is now out of timeouts. Gotta be smart with your clock management here. Willis to the end zone. Wide open is Bourne. Touchdown. A very nice possession put together by the Tennessee offense. A little positivity for them going into halftime. And Kendrick Bourne he broke wide open on his routes. Do that like 4 more times and we might have a game here. Tennessee's still a long way to go, but they always fight. And that has to count for something, right? Well, they scored a big win over Jacksonville last week, and that tightened up the standings in the AFC South. The Jaguars lost again today, 35-17 to the Houston Texans, really making things a lot more interesting. I also wanted to let you know, if you enjoy my baseball content, I have launched a new franchise over on the second channel. I have big plans with this one, taking over the Oakland Athletics. First couple videos are up there. Check out the second channel if you want to see that series. Speaking of rebuilds, I think we'll have a lot of work to do once we get to the offseason. And games like this will show just how far we may have to go. 31-13. Rodgers out for Aaron Jones, and he gets hit by 3 Titans. Short gain. Can they get off the field now? 3rd and 4. Rodgers completes to Watson, and that's good for a first. The efficiency is impressive. Going empty now on first down. Rodgers downfield for Steinbach, and he laid it in perfectly. This is some excellent quarterback play out of Aaron Rodgers today. He might never retire. That's caught by Lazard. You gotta be kidding me. Even when the coverage is tight, these receivers continue to make plays. They're only 12 yards out. Rodgers sprinting to his left, might have a path to score, and he's denied just outside the end zone. Another good scramble for Rodgers. Ball at the 1. They give it inside, and that is a touchdown. It's the fullback, Nick Bawden. I don't know who he is either, but he puts Green Bay up even further, 38-13. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter, and here's Malik Willis. That's open to Burks, and a flag down again. Looks like Green Bay got there a bit late for a second time. Haven't seen a whole lot of Derrick Henry lately, but he gets it here, and Kenny Clark meets him in the backfield. 13 rushes, 59 yards now. Third and long. On the screen, it's Bentley, following Jenkins. Another ex-Packer, and he gets out to the 39, so they have a chance now on 4th and 2. Willis out of the shotgun. Throwing across the middle, and it's broken up by Campbell. Incomplete. And the Packers take over. Already up 25. Rodgers. My goodness, he completes to Christian Watson. How many years does he play with these guys? This is like 10 years worth of chemistry, is what it feels like. Caught by Lazard. First down. We haven't forced a punt today. If Pat O'Donnell didn't kick off, I wouldn't know who their punter is. Rodgers, sideline for Lazard, and that's shy of the marker. Field goal time. 41-13 now. Tennessee falling further behind. Play action boot. Swung out to Kendrick Bourne, who somehow gets around Adrian Amos and gets first down yardage. 2.5 to go here in the third quarter. Third down, Willis. Across the middle and complete. Good catch by Sal Sexton. His first of the day, unfortunately. Third down and long here for Tennessee. Willis under pressure. Throwing across the middle, and it went right through the hands of Rashad Polite. Getting a chance to show what he can do at receiver, and he forgot how to catch. Packers have it again. And it's not looking good. Rashawn Gary gets through, though, and sacks Aaron Rodgers for a loss of 9. Here's our chance to maybe force a punt. Rodgers dumps it over the middle, and the ball's knocked out. Recovered by Tennessee. I'll take a turnover. Short field now for Tennessee. Trying to continue fighting and see what happens. Option to the right. Flip to Henry. Well defended by Green Bay. Think they're tired of losing to schemes like this. Pressure, and Willis is dropped. That's Preston Smith. And we've seen a lot of struggles out of Trevor Penning in pass protection. We don't want him exposed like that too often. Gives up the pressure again, and that should have been picked off. Thank you for dropping it. It is 4th down and 13. They've got to go for it. Willis to the end zone. That's intercepted by Amos. Green Bay gets it anyway. And the Packers take over. A reality check for Tennessee. Last week was just a very odd week. We had a great game plan clearly against the Jaguars offense. 4 interceptions. But that's not who we're all of a sudden going to be. We were 2-5 for a reason, and we're going to move to 3-6 for the same reasons. We have a long way to go. And I know the Jaguars losing are going to keep us, mathematically really close in the standings, but I'm not going to take it too seriously for a while. 41-13, attempting a long field goal now. Low line drive comes up short, and the Titans will take over. We are beginning to see some rotation, though, and not every regular starter is out there. Hassan Haskins is in the game, and the catch is made by Bourne, who's been pretty productive today. Haskins gets the carry, plowing his way ahead. He gains around 5. We don't really have a young quarterback to throw out there to see what they can do, though, so Willis continues to throw and misses Traylon Burks. 3rd down and 5. Here's a screen once again. It gets intercepted. Rasul Douglas to the end zone. What happened on this one? That wasn't supposed to happen. You tell me why that happened. Getting EA'd down like 30. Come on, man. 48-13. Willis is still out there, battling to the end. Okonkwo, gain of 7. How has he not just taken us to the end of the game? It's a great question. Wish I had an answer for you. 3rd and inches. Haskins. I had to make sure you saw a 4-yard run by Hassan Haskins right there. That's why. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Willis. Check down Rashad Polite. An easier catch this time. Can't get to the first down marker. It'll be 4th down. With 1:56 to go, they send Phillips in motion. And there's Devondre Campbell, who's had an outstanding game. And Green Bay will leave Tennessee with a big win. 48-13. They get to 5-4, sending Tennessee to 3-6. Last week did not prepare me for what Aaron Rodgers was about to do to this secondary, because everything was right on time. We never even got close to intercepting a pass against him. And we played, aggressive man coverage and switched up to zone from time to time. He beat it all. It didn't matter. We got beat in the ground game once again and really couldn't get the offense going. Trevor Penning had his struggles in pass protection. Our receivers do not separate as regularly as you would like. And Sal Sexton continues to have inconsistent production. It can be tough to get him involved sometimes because he's still not like an adept route runner. And in man coverage, he will struggle sometimes. There will be a lot of growing pains the rest of the year, and I'm hoping that some young players can show glimpses of positivity for our future. John Barrett's one of those players that I think has a legitimate chance. Now, we also suffered an injury this week, and this is worse than losing the game. Aleem McNeil, torn pec. We traded for him to start developing him into a big run stopper for us, and he's out for the year. Now there's like 9 games worth of experience that he won't have a chance to get, and I thought those games would be extremely valuable. Oh, and he's a free agent at the end of the year. Here's a look at the NFL standings. The Buffalo Bills are on top. The New England Patriots are right behind them. And at the bottom of everything, you got 2 and 3 win teams. The Eagles, Jets, Cardinals, Colts, Texans, Saints, all with 2 victories. Not much separation there yet. I have been paying attention to the free agents every week to see if there's a quarterback that we could look to pick up to maybe give some playing time, even to just develop as a backup. There is nobody that intrigues me in the slightest that is under like regression age that maybe could be a solid backup for us. That's why I haven't made a move there. I think in the offseason, I need to just go sign somebody and not wait around and see if we can find a decent backup option, because I'd like to throw in a different quarterback if it were a younger player who would benefit from those reps. Anybody interesting that was available via trade, teams wanted way too much in return. It was never going to work out. There is one slider change I think I'll make for next episode. I want to raise user tackling by 1. Tackling, of course, helps tackling, but it's also a slider used in the running game a little bit, in the trenches. So I want to experiment with that, just that small tweak. But we're going to take on the Indianapolis Colts, who have not been good this year. They are worse than us. They did sign Jalen Hurts in the offseason. I did edit his traits so he plays just better. His stats look fine, but the Colts' record remains pretty bad. And we'll see if they're able to develop a winner around him. I think Hurts can be very solid for them, especially with a dominant running game with Jonathan Taylor, but it's clearly not enough right now. Their stars on defense are getting older, and I just don't think they've drafted well enough in recent years to put this team in contention. So it'll be a battle of those 2 teams next week. I'd like to finish today by talking about the NFL draft a little bit. In the last mock, they had us projected to pick 6th, and the first quarterback would go around 10. I expect us to be in the quarterback market in the draft, and we have a bit more information on these quarterbacks now, and we'll get more later on. But I really like 2 of these options especially. Joshua Holcomb is up first. Solid arm, a little mobility. I like that the deep accuracy and medium accuracy stand out. I like to see that throw under pressure rating, however. I think my number 1, though, has to be Brian Nava, who is 21 years old. He has, again, solid speed, but a really strong arm. A break sack, B deep accuracy, B under pressure. There's a chance he comes in pretty well developed as a rookie, and I want to get him fully scouted. There's also Kerry Farrell. A little bit faster than the other two quarterbacks, B medium accuracy. I worry about that C to F under pressure, the B to D short accuracy. I need clarity on that. And then you got Simon Clemens, and he is the fastest quarterback, it looks like, in that first round conversation. Lower short accuracy, under pressure doesn't look promising, but he has a throw on the run. So there's a little bit to like with all these quarterbacks, and I'll continue trying to get full scouting reports. But one thing we do have, a draft story for Joshua Holcomb, son of a legendary football coach. He's been on the fast track to the NFL from a very young age. So just keep that in mind. We already have a positive story on him. But that is going to bring this episode to an end. Tennessee suffers a bad loss, and we'll move on to the next one against Indy. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day.